Hello my fellow weirdos, my name is Marie McWilliams and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we will be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag because I am a complete newbie and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I have, like I said, I literally just started on Booktube. I've been watching it a while for myself, but I kind of just watched whatever videos sort of popped up in the YouTube homepage and were recommended to me. And I don't really know how to Booktube. Instagram I kind of got down to pat, I know how that works. YouTube I'm confused and I don't really understand how to connect with people, how to get someone interested in your video, how to sort of stand out. It's all kind of confusing. So what I've been doing recently is binge watching Booktube videos, ones that are like how to Booktube videos, how to make Booktube friend videos. And one thing that I've noticed very much is this whole tag thing, very popular on here. And I thought that this tag, the Booktube Newbie Tag, was most appropriate for me because, as I said, I am a complete noob. So without further ado, let's launch into the questions, shall we? Okay, number one, why did you start your channel? Well, everyone pretty much answered exactly the same. I watched like 20 different Booktube movie videos and everybody said that they're nerdy, they like books, they like to talk about books, that their friends maybe don't, and they wanted to find somebody to talk to about books. And apart from the obvious fact that yes, I love reading, I love talking about reading, I love books, I love talking about books, I love writing books. My reason for joining YouTube is slightly more complicated. Basically, I have suffered from mental health issues in the past, depression and anxiety. And after the birth of my daughter, I had really terrible postnatal depression. And I think that for me was probably the worst period. I just sort of cut myself off from absolutely everything. But I went to see a counsellor, and I mentioned this in my intro video, and she asked me, you know, what do you do for you? What do you do to just unwind that is for your pleasure only, that you really enjoy? And I couldn't answer the question. I had to really think about, you know, things that in the past I had really genuinely found pleasure in, and the obvious thing for me was reading and writing. So I wrote a book called Broken Mirrors. It's available on Amazon if you're into dark crime thrillers. I started my Instagram, and that's gone pretty well. I've got 12,500 followers. I've made some amazing friends. But I just felt like I kind of wanted to keep going because I enjoy social media so much. It's become more than a hobby for me. I really, really just love connecting with like-minded people, and I felt like YouTube and Booktube was the next logical step. So here I am. How you doing? Number two, what are some fun, unique things you can bring to Booktube? I think everybody is unique in their own way. Everyone has their own tastes and focuses on different types of books. I don't really know how to answer that question, I guess, because I'm a little bit darker and more gothy, and my tastes are darker, so I don't read an awful lot of young adult or fantasy. I tend to gravitate more towards horror and crime and the classics because Gothic literature is the best. So yeah, I guess that's maybe unique in that I will be sort of focusing on those kind of areas. Although saying that, I do have the opportunity because my Bookstagram, which I'll link down below, because that's gone quite well, I do get sent quite a lot of free books, and I take that opportunity when someone offers me a free book. If it's something that I wouldn't normally read, if it's like a romance or young adult novel, I do take those opportunities to try to expand on what I tend to stick to, and I think that's always a good idea, to try to read outside your comfort zone. So there won't just exclusively be dark stuff on here. I will read other things when I get the opportunity to, but yeah, I guess I am a bit spooky and a bit weird, and that's my unique thing. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Number three, what are you most excited for in starting this new channel? Like I said, it just sounds so nerdy. I'm really excited to meet new people. I really love the connections and the friends that I made on Instagram. I have made friends with such amazing people. I'm pen pals with people all over the world now. We exchange books and packages. I have met artists who I've collaborated with, and I don't know, it's such a wonderful, wonderful community on there, and I definitely get the vibe that Booktube is like Bookstagram in that sense, that there's just really good close-knit community and you can make some real genuine friends. So that's probably what I'm most excited for. Why do you love reading? I guess it's an opportunity to explore things and do things that you would never get to do in real life. Explore other worlds and other lives, see things from other people's perspectives. But in doing so, it's also a great way to self-reflect and explore yourself and find out things about you. So yeah, that's probably why I love reading. Also, I can't think of a better way to pass the time than a really good book. Am I right? Number 5, what book or series got you into reading? Probably Alice in Wonderland. My mum read books to us all the time when we were younger, and I remember Alice in particular. And then when I was like a little bit older, we have a club called the Brownies here, which is kind of like Scouts. And I don't know if you have those in the rest of the world, but I won as one of my prizes when I was quite young this little collection of Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass, and I just remember falling back into love with books again and reading that and rereading it. So yeah, I'd say Lewis Carroll's probably up there for being responsible for me being a complete book nerd. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? How do you read so much? Because seriously, like I have a full-time job and a toddler, and I'm Instagramming and I'm writing and I'm doing this, and I'm like, how do you do this, people? I get like 3 or 4 chapters done a night if I'm lucky. I mean, am I just a really slow reader? Maybe I'm just a really slow reader. Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube will be hardest to overcome? Honestly, it's because I have done fairly well with Instagram, and it's not like I blew up overnight or anything. It took me a couple of years to build up that following and to gradually get to the 12,500. I'm not like an overnight sensation or anything like that. And 12,500, you know, in the world of Bookstagram, it's actually not the hugest, but it's big enough that companies get in touch with me and things like that. And I kind of feel like really nervous about Booktube because I feel like none of that matters here. Like, I'm starting from scratch and I don't really know the territory. I don't really know anyone on here. I don't know how it works. So I think that's the challenging thing for me, is trying to figure out YouTube, try to make friends, try to get to know everybody and get to know the community and get to know how this all works. So yeah, just all of it really. That's not depressing at all. Well, yeah, anyway, so that is the Booktube Newbie Tag. Nobody tagged me to do it. I just decided to do it all on my own because I don't have any Booktube friends yet. If you want to be my Booktube friend, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that bell button so you get an alert every time I post new content. But for now, I'll see you soon.